what you're waiting for, and they'll be keeping.
You can bring your hands a little bit more forward, tend to your fingertips, and tilt your tailbone up. We'll take an inhale, look up, and reach back with the butt. As you exhale, press your palms down, round your spine, tuck your chin in, and shift forward to stack the shoulders and wrists. Inhale, tent the fingertips, reach your tailbone, up and back, head comes up. Exhale, plant the palms, round your spine, pressing through the mat with the tops of the feet and hands. Inhale, tailbone lifts up, head lifts up and back, and reach the butt back. Exhale, round, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay forward. Continue your graze forward as you lower the thighs. Open up the chest. Find a cobra. Pull your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and press down so much through your palms. Reach the chin out and up. Press down through the tops of your toes. Lift your thighs and hips and roll past the toes. Reach your tailbone high, down dog. Step your feet in if you need to. So feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width. Relax the head in between those biceps. You can loosen up in however way you want. You can pedal your knees back and forth. Lift the heels, pressing them up and down, getting into the hips, getting into the neck muscles. Shake your head, yes and no, side to side. And we'll settle into our down dog, finding that stillness. Round through the left foot. Inhale your right leg high, reaching through that toe and pushing off the mat with your hands, getting those arms nice and long. Lift your left heel up, and then start to open up your hip to pull your right toe into your left inner thigh and pivot that left heel and the outer edge of that foot down. Rise up onto the fingertips. When you're ready, lift that arm all the way up. Extend the fingertips straight up to the sky and extend that right leg, point through the toe. Slowly lower your right leg and pull that knee into the chest. Cross the right leg over the left. Send your bicep alongside the ear and come into a squat. Eagle leg squat. Press off that left hand. Turn your gaze up toward the ceiling or the sky. Open your chest. Reach your right elbow out away from you to the left and extend that arm long behind you. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we'll spring the leg straight. Reach your right arm all the way forward and down. Pivot that left heel up and pull your right knee in. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Reach high. Shift forward. Keep your right leg lifted. Move your gaze in between your hands and lower down for a high-legged chaturanga. Flow through. Open up in the chest. And then press down, shift back, and reach the right leg back to that three-legged down dog. Pull your right knee in. Set it down halfway up the mat and pull that right heel in. You may need to walk your hands out a little bit. We'll lift up that left leg. If this hurts your right knee, just tuck your toe so you have more support. Otherwise, keep that heel tight into the right glute and shift forward. Reach your chest and chin way out away from you as you lower your lift your left leg high. Breath in. On the exhale, press back up into that table. Tuck your right toe and we'll reach that left leg into a three-legged down dog, and we'll continue the other side from here. Nice deep breath in to get long. Lift your right heel as you exhale. Shift forward, and we'll start to open up that left knee, pulling the toe in Pivot the outer edge of the right foot and that heel down to the right. Start to draw when you're ready. See that left arm up. Reach it high. Extend. Start to pull that foot off the thigh and extend that left leg. Reach the leg out in front of you. As you cross the right to find the eagle leg, send your left arm over the ear and dip down into that eagle leg squat. Start to twist from the belly button, the chest open, pull your left elbow behind you, cactus arm. Extend that left arm long behind you. Big breath in. On the exhale, circle that left arm all the way back down. Straighten those legs. Pull your left knee in. Move it halfway back. Set it down. Tuck the toe if you need that extra support, or keep the heel pulled in tight. Extend the right leg long. Square off the hips to the mat, and then reaching the chin and chest forward, lower down. Reach the right leg high. Big breath in. Exhale, press back up. Tuck that right toe down. Pull your left knee in and extend it back up. Set it down. Spinal roll forward. And then draw your gaze up. Tilt your tailbone high, lift the head, and press back to down dog. Inhale, heels lift, draw the belly in, even squeeze your quadriceps here, super contracted in the front body. To pass through plank, tilting the tailbone up, lifting the head, the gaze can go up, and shift back into the heels one more time, rounding forward like there's a tidal wave in your back. And then tilt that tailbone up and find your down dog. Adjusting your stance if you need to. Deep breath in. Exhale to settle into the heels. Push off the mat with your hands. Another breath in. Exhale. Lift both heels high. Come onto your knees and extend your arms long for a puppy pose. So you can walk them forward, slide them out. Try to get the heels, not the heels. Try to get the knees and the hips stacked. Chest lowers down. Couple of deep breaths here. Pressing into those shins and knees. Tend your fingertips to the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Press off the mat and start to crawl your fingertips back to lower into a child's pose. Deep breath in and out. One more breath in. Exhale. Round your spine, shift forward into a forearm table, so crawl your fingers back forward maybe. And tabletop your spine. Take your right arm, reach it high. Finding a twist in your spine, trying to twist from the belly button. And be careful not to sink into this left shoulder, so we want to lift out of it as we reach high, maybe even look up towards your right fingertips. A nice deep breath, one more. On your exhale, take your right arm, thread it through, bring the shoulder down to the mat and turn the right side of your head to the mat. You can take your left arm, reach it to the top of the mat, or maybe you want more twist, so you reach it over to the right corner of your mat, top corner. Once it's there, anywhere, you're going to press down through your finger pads and start to move this elbow, this top elbow, to the right. So away from your face. And as you do that, you can start rolling the back of the head towards the mat. And this is just if you want to deepen this twist. So you can totally stay in whatever stage of this posture that you want. Something is feeling really good to you. If you want to continue, extend that left arm high. And then we'll flip the palm to find that half bind, wrapping the hand around the waist, or maybe it just gets to your back. If so, press it into the back. If it wraps around, hook it and push to help this left shoulder open up even more behind you. Unwind your half bind and circle that arm back down to the mat. Plant the palm right next to your face. Push into the mat to come up and draw that right arm back up. Flip your right palm, wrap the hand for a half bind on this side, and then we'll reach the butt back, extend that arm all the way forward and up, finding a camel position. Another breath in. Exhale to press the hips forward, look back and reach back. Use your bound hand to press the hips forward. Very slowly pushing through the knees, come up to center, and we'll reach that left arm all the way back down. Shift forward, reach the right arm, bound arm up, and set it down. Other side. Inhale that left arm and reach it all the way up. Full breath here. We gotta come to our forms. So we'll lower this right forearm down. Elbow, hand, wrist, shoulder in line. And then twist to the left to reach that left arm high. Big breath here. On the exhale, thread that arm all the way through. Let the left side of your head sit down and then extend your arm, walk it forward towards the top of the mat or to the right, left corner to get that twist in your spine a little deeper. Press down through the back of your left hand and that arm and shoulder and start to reach your right elbow behind you, away from the face, helping to open up even more. Maybe roll towards the center of the back of your head to the mat. We'll draw the right arm up if you want to keep pulling from here. Extend really high out of the shoulder socket. And then flip your palm, bend that elbow, wrap the hand around the waist. Maybe this time you grab your left inner thigh. Maybe you come to that same place where the back of your hand is touching the back. Continue to reach this right elbow back behind you and shoulder. So it's like your shoulder and elbow are running away from your gaze and you're trying to catch it with your gaze and your chin. Very slowly release your half bind, reach that arm all the way up. Bring it down next to your face and then reach the butt back. Press up through that right hand and we'll take that left arm high again. And this time we'll flip this palm, find a half bind. Reach your butt back and then extend this right arm all the way forward and up, making a really big circle. Press those hips forward. Try not to let the hips go behind the knees so they're pushing forward to the top of the mat in front of the knees. Right bicep stays with the ears. Left bound arm and hand reach forward. One more breath. Energize the inner thighs. And slowly come up. Using that low body strength, we'll reach the butt back and the hand forward. Shift into that hand, unwind your left arm bind, and bring that left hand down. Take an inhale to find a cow, arching your spine. Exhale, round the spine for cat. Inhale, cow, arching your spine, lift up through the tailbone and the head. Exhale, round. Tailbone tucks, chin tucks. One more breath in to find a cow. And then find that neutral spine. Tuck your toes. And we're going to shift back onto the balls of our feet. Getting our knees and shins parallel to the floor. Once they're there, they're parallel. Get out of your shoulders. So push them apart. The scapula is push them away from the spine and apart from each other. Reach your sits bones back. Cover the knees and shins and bring the ears in between your biceps. And breathe here. Focus on that straight spine and pulling the pelvic muscles in. So try not to arch here, like letting the low belly hang. Keep it pulled in tight and the spine straight. Breath in. On the out breath, press the legs straight. Heels go down, sits bones go high. Breath in and out. We'll shift into the left foot and take that right leg high. Bend your knee, scorpion tail that leg, but then open the knee, lift the left heel and pivot it down to the left and pull your right toe to the inner thigh. We'll draw that right arm up again. Extend through the top of the head. Pull your right knee in front of you and then extend it long out to the right. We'll eagle leg squat again in this side plank. So stretching that arm way forward, squeeze tight with those inner thighs, and then twist your chest open. Elbow reaches behind you. Big breath to extend your right arm long. Exhale, we'll straighten the legs, circle that right arm down, and let's pivot all the way over to the other side with our left heel. Take your left hand, bring the whole arm and hand high. Pull your right leg off of that left leg and extend it long. See if you can reach that foot to the top of the mat without letting it touch. And eventually we'll set it down. Once you have it down, bring that left hand down to the inside of that leg. Pivot your left heel up. Either drop the knee, come into a half split, or maybe you come into your full split. Using your hands to support you if you're not quite sure if you can come down all the way so quickly. And whichever version you're at, half split or full split, try to square off those hips. Settle down into the mat with the upper body so the weight is getting heavy of our upper body. Maybe you stay exactly where you're at and breathing through this place. If you're in full splits and you want to take it a little further, take the arms out to the side and reach them up, bringing the arms past your ears or to the ears. We want to lead with the top of our head and pretend that someone has their hand behind our skull and we're just kind of pushing into it, like they're trying to hold our head up. They're so sweet. Big breath to get the fingertips really long. And then draw this right hand behind you. We'll reach and try to find the inside of that left leg. Draw your hands down toward that foot and continue your back bend. Slowly windmill your arms forward. Plant the hands on either side of this right leg and tuck your toes. Lean forward and shift to the very tippy toe of that left foot. And then pull up through the belly. And we'll slide this leg through, keeping it as straight as possible. Reach it high. Maybe you flow through. Maybe you come right into your down dog. And we'll all meet in down dog. Setting that right foot down. Whew. I think I need to tie my hair up. Okay. We'll ground through the right foot. Inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee. Find that little scorpion tail. Then we'll lift our right heel as we open up this hip and knee. Pivot the outer edge of the foot down. We'll just hover the left toe to that inner thigh. Draw that left arm up. Another breath in here. And then pull that knee in front of you. Extend the leg long. And lower it just a bit to cross it around that right leg, and we'll send the left bicep over the ear, reaching that arm alongside the head. Press back with this right arm. Sit deep into your eagle leg squat and cactus the arm behind you. Open the chest up. Big breath to extend that left arm long. Exhale to circle it back around. Plant the palm, and we'll shift forward. Unwind your eagle. Pivot that heel down. Draw your right arm up. Extend your left leg really long out to the side and see if you can get it all the way to the top of the mat. And once it's there, set it down. Circle that right hand down. Again, you can find that half split where you're here. Or if you want to work that full split, start working the arms underneath, the hands underneath the shoulders and squaring off the hips. So you can lift up at any time that you're like, this is getting too intense. You can also come to that back toe. You can tuck your back toes under to support you. So once you feel like you have that nice centered spine, as centered as it can be, take the arms out long, turn the palms up, big breath to lengthen through the fingertips and start moving those arms back. You can allow the upper body, middle back to start coming back as well. And we'll start to draw that left arm down the side body to the back leg, reaching the fingertips hook around that leg, right leg. Another breath to get long through the right side and deepen that back end. Draw your fingertips down that leg. Breath moving. Slowly leading with your right elbow. You can bring your arm forward and down. Bring the left arm down. We'll tuck the back toes, lean forward, pull up through the belly to drag this leg all the way through straight and reach high. Maybe you flow through. We'll meet in down dog. And just take a couple breaths here. Excellent job. Maybe you're still in your down dog, or maybe you shift around a little bit, getting into the hips and the low back. We'll take both heels high on a breath in. Round in your spine. Look at your belly button, so tuck your chin. We'll shift forward and then just drop the knees. Reach the hips down to your heels and we'll round up slowly. One vertebra at a time, letting that head come up last. Once it's up, shrug your shoulders up, back, and down a couple times. So you can come forward again, up, back, down, forward again, up, back, and down. Reach your arms out long and turn your palms up. So, yeah, face this way. So with the palms out to the side, facing up, get those shoulders to come back in line with the whole rest of the body. So we want the wrists, the hands, the shoulders, our ribs, and our hips stacked. So if you find yourself kind of reaching the shoulders forward, pull them up to the ears, press the scapulas back together, and then press them down the line of your spine without letting your scapulas re-separate. So keep them squeezing together, and there you are. That's where you want to be. So reaching the fingertips long, just tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Be mindful about our tendency to bring the shoulder up to that ear. So press it back and down again if that happened. So your left ear is chasing that shoulder always. And then that left arm is reaching out long. Both arms are. We'll bring the head back to center, breath in. And then take that right ear to the right shoulder without bringing that shoulder up. Energize fingertips. Really get full benefit of what we're doing. Getting length through our arms, getting blood flowing through the major arteries running in the inside of our arm. One more breath. Bring the gaze back to center. Take your arms up and bring the hands interlaced behind your head, open basket fist. So situate the palms right at the base of the skull, and then with your fingers grip so strong on the backs of your hands so you can reach the elbows apart from each other, and the fingers are preventing your hands from coming apart because that's how much you're reaching with those shoulders and the elbows. So shoulders are down, elbows are reaching long, and we're constantly trying to open here in the arm span. Take a breath in. Maybe squeeze your inner thighs together to help support your low body as you take a side bend to the right. So bending to the right, keeping both armpits and shoulders squared off to the front of your mat or wherever you're facing. We want to keep equal amount of energy in our elbows reaching in the opposite direction. Inflate the left side rib cage. Lift up through your right side oblique. Come down a little bit deeper. One more breath. Exhale. We'll inhale our way back to center. And exhale to the other side. Breath in. Exhale. Side bending a little deeper, keeping that chest nice and flat and open, arm span open. Continue that breath cycle of the lengthening on your breath in, filling up with air, getting that rib cage to move out, and then exhaling, using that to come a little bit deeper. One more breath cycle. Slowly make your way back to center. And we'll take the elbows in, closing into the head. Tuck your chin in and just get a neck stretch in the back of your neck. You can very gently and mindfully move your chin slightly side to side to get into those muscles along the sides of the neck. If you hit a good spot and you're like, oh, that's nice, you can stay there. Breathe through it. You're ready to move to a different area. Just take it really slow. Gentle pressure with the hands on the head. And we're sitting up really straight through the spine. We'll bring the chin back to center. And then just slowly lift the head back up. Release your arms. Take your arms behind you. Interlace the grip. And reach strong behind you. If you get here and you're like, I cannot stretch my arms any straighter, make your grip super tight, and then don't worry about the elbows, just squeeze your scapulas together. So your chest opens up, your shoulders move back. Then from there, maintaining that, start to reach your fist away from you, getting those arms straighter and straighter. And that is it. If you get the arms straight and you're like, well, now what? Squeeze your palms tight. Get rid of any space of air in between the palms, so squeezing them tight. Still, you want more. Squeeze your knees, aim your knees down so you have a nice flat low back. Pelvis is neutral, and then you're going to start to reach your straight arms and your closed fist as parallel to the floor as you can get and in line with those shoulders. And breathe. Maintain that neutral pelvis here. We're going to take the fist, bend the elbows, bring the fist to the right side waist, and then pull those elbows together behind your back. Reach the fist forward. Extend it long back behind you again, and same thing on the other side. Bring it to the side, left side waist, and the elbows will come together. We'll extend it long behind us, and slowly hinging at your hips. Take a fold into your thighs. Reach the top of the head forward, and then very gently set that head down. If you want to reach your open basket fist or closed fist forward, so you can flip your palms open if you want to, and just reach forward. We'll all gently lower the fist down until we feel like we can let go with control, and bring the hands forward to take a child's pose. Relax here. Let the blood flow back through those fingers of the wrist, the shoulders. Breathe into your back body. Spread your fingertips wide. Pull the belly in. And let's shift all the way forward into a cobra. We'll lower the thighs and the hips and then press the mat to open the chest, pulling the shoulders back. And melt your way all the way down. Bring your forehead to the mat and stretch your arms out to a T. So we'll take this right hand, tent the fingertips and pull it in, and then walk your left hand out far and roll to your left side hip. Bend your right knee, open it up and reach that foot behind you. We'll come to the left side of our head now. Set your right foot down. And then you can open your right arm up. Keeping it in line with your right shoulder, start to extend it straight back behind you. You can press through the ball of that right foot to keep opening that knee. Maybe roll toward the back of your head. And one more breath in, and then press off your right foot to help roll you back onto the hip if you have passed it. And then we'll circle this arm back around and roll back to the center of our hips, bringing that right leg with us. And we can take the other arm, walk it out long so our left fingers are tented. Pick up that left foot, reach it behind you. Think about wild thing when you try to reach your foot way up toward the top of the mat. So we want to do that here too. And then we'll take the right side of our head to set down. Left hand can come up eventually and reach in line with this left shoulder. So if you find that you're reaching long, unless you're purposely looking for a stretch in a different region, that's fine. But otherwise, you want to try to keep it in line with that shoulder and then extend it as you lower it behind you. Maybe you flip your hands and you search for your fingers and make a grip behind your back. And continue to open that knee. So if you're getting super, super deep into this, you can even aim your left butt cheek to come down to the mat to meet your right one or the floor. Or maybe you're just up here, maybe you're halfway down. Wherever you're at, if it's feeling good and intense, maintain that and maintain the breath. Let the air diffuse the intensity that you breathe in. Wherever you're at, we're gonna come out of this, so bring your left arm back around to the mat to support you, and we'll push off that foot, roll back to the center, to your hips, and we'll draw the right hand, both hands will come in. Press up into an up dog once more, really squeeze the low body, or a cobra. And then reach the hips back. Press into a down dog, so tuck your toes and push your hips up. Step your feet in. We'll find a breath in down dog, in and out. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. Take a halfway lift, inhale. And fold. Another breath in, lengthen here and shift your weight forward so you're in the balls of your feet and your hips are stacked on top of your heels. Pull your hands up into prayer. Come up halfway until your torso is parallel to the floor, and then we're gonna lift our heels up really, really high. Send the arms forward, biceps in line with the ears. And then start to bring your biceps and spine and head up together as you float your knees up and find a squat. We'll lower the heels. We'll lower the butt and close to those heels. Take another breath here. And then cactus your arms, open the knees. So your heels are gonna come together. And then we're gonna close it out. Pull your knees together, reach your arms forward, round your spine. Take a breath in, do that again. Open the knees, cactus your arms, open your chest. Maybe really challenge yourself when you look up. Exhale to reach the knees forward together, and the arms are gonna come forward and together. Chin tucks in. One more time, inhale to open everything up. And one more, close out. And then send those arms up, spine will get straight, hands will come to prayer. Woo! We'll drop down to the heels and then gently set your butt down. Baddha Konasana, your legs. So take the soles of your feet together, heels together, and then butterfly your knees open. Hands are gonna come behind your butt, or maybe they're just outside of your legs, and then press down into the mat so that your pelvis goes from this to more centered, more neutral. You might have to think about tilting that pelvic bowl forward to get it in that neutral position, and we'll push the outer edges of the feet so much that our knees open up more and come down to the mat more. Maintaining that, especially in the pelvic bowl, maintain that neutral place. Bring your hands forward, and we'll start to pull our chest forward. So we'll pull back on the feet to get our chest to move forward, our chin to reach forward, and our shoulders to move back. Feel your scapulas getting settled into your spine, into the backs of your ribs. Slowly, maybe continue that hinge. Maybe you feel great where you're at. You don't need to go any further because you're extending your chest so far out forward. Eventually, last few seconds here, we'll let our head drop down and we'll let our spine round. Trying to maintain that length. You can settle down here, so any tension you have, just let it go. And breathe. We'll take a big breath together. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale. And slowly begin to roll back and round your spine up one vertebra at a time. Take your time, especially if you get a good stretch spot. Just go slow, and the head will be the last thing to lift. Go around a little bit if you want to. Grab the outsides of your knees and guide them back together, and we'll take them in for a hug. So wrap your forearms around the shins, below the knees. If you can grab the elbows, great. If you can't, grab your fingers or the wrists or the forearms, or if neither, grab your shins separate-handed. And then we'll wiggle the spine up nice and straight. And then take a deep breath in, let your belly push into the thighs. On the exhale, pull those knees in straight into the chest. So we're not pulling them up, we're just pulling them straight back in towards us. So again, the shoulder blades situate on the back. Another breath here. One more nice pull. Good. Release that. Extend your arm out, your legs long, and turn your fingertips towards you. I'm going to scooch back on my mat, and then we'll dip into the elbows. Let the shoulders come towards the ears. You can let your head hang back. Move it a little bit if you want to. A couple of seconds here. Move side to side if you want. And you don't have to drop the head either. You can just stay right like this, and you'll get a nice stretch in your deltoids and your rotator cuffs. Start to press your arms straight. When they're straight, you can bring your head up. We'll come to center, cross the right foot to the outside of this left leg. Take your right hand behind your back, close to your spine. And then inhale your left arm high. Bring that elbow down to the outside of that knee. You might want to grab onto the outside of your left leg with the left hand. Or maybe this is great for you, pushing, just using the elbow to kind of shove your knee out of the way. So either way, take a breath to get long through the spine, and then press down through that right hand, look behind your right shoulder, and twist. Another breath. Exhale. We're using this arm, yes, to help us twist our upper body, but we're keeping our right hip in line with this left hip. One more twist back on that last exhale. Slowly release, come forward, and we'll switch the legs. Right leg will go forward, left foot steps to the outside of that right leg, in close to the knee. Let's situate the left hand. It's like our kickstand, propping us up. So it's like our second spine. Inhale the right arm high and cross that arm to hook the elbow around the outside of the knee. Again, either have your arm up, or maybe you like to hold to that onto that leg. And then we'll look behind. Use your eye gaze to help direct your body. So you want to look as far as you can. It feels like your eyeballs are getting a workout. Take a breath in. Use your right elbow, pushing into the knee to help your twist. Inhale again. Exhale. One more breath. Last twist. As you inhale this time, come back to center. Release that arm. We'll take the legs long. Inhale your arms high and hinging at your hips, flexed feet. Come forward to grab the outer edges of the feet, thumbs to the base of your big toe to push them forward and to pull those the pinky toes back. Take a breath and start to bend the elbows slightly out to the side to pull your chest forward. Broaden your collarbone, so don't let it concave. Keep it nice and broad and reaching forward. Chin is reaching forward, parallel to the floor. Take a breath. As you exhale and you pull, also reach your sits bones back behind you, like you're trying to touch the wall with your sits bones or whatever's behind you. One more breath. One more exhale. And release that grip. You can hinge up or round up, and we'll take savasana. So slowly roll your spine down. You can come to the elbows and lie the head down. And you can get comfy here. You can take your legs wide. You can take your arms wide away from the body. Whatever feels natural to you. Allow the palms to turn up, the toes to fall apart, and the fingers to just relax here. And whenever you feel ready to close your eyes, you can let them close. If you're not ready and you just kind of want to soften the gaze, you can do that, and they'll close when they're ready. If you don't have a whole lot of time, try to stay here for a time limit. Give yourself something, 30 seconds, a minute. But if you do have at least a minute to soften and be still, I highly recommend that for a recharge and a re-energy. You'll just get all of the energy you put into your practice returned to you and more. You also get full benefit of all of the postures that you did in your practice. All of the work that you do, the twisting, the stretching and lengthening, and the breathing activates so much. It gets a party going on inside of you. And all of this redistributing of energy and regeneration of cells and cleansing and all these beautiful, harmonious things happen while you lie still, that you started the process of with your postures. This is when the body, the really intelligent, smart, capable, and highly effective body takes control, and our consciousness stays out of it, because our body will do a really, really good job without our mind trying to get involved. Something that we really don't know much about. We can just let the body do its thing and relax, and let our brain take a little vacation. Everywhere in the face and the neck, or anywhere that stands out to you that feels unnecessarily tense. Try to allow your spine and all of the bones in your body to get heavy. Imagine the muscles and everything attached to those bones, the tendons and ligaments and the skin even, the fascia. Just relaxing away from one another, getting really broad and taking up space. That blood can flow through all of the little teeny tiny areas that we usually tense up. Flow through them with such ease, fluidity, so that those areas can get much needed attention and nourishment. guide you out of it. You want to stay. Please ignore my words and stay as long as you'd like. You're ready to come out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Then clench your fists together and squeeze your toes really tight and open them. Wiggle them. Do that again. Open them, wiggle them. Arms over the head. As you inhale, stretch your legs and your arms long apart from each other. Again, spine long, waking everything up. And then cactus your arms out to the side. Bring your knees out to the side, and we'll press into the back of that left arm or either arm to roll yourself onto one side. Let your head just roll over and rest here for 2 breaths. Give your body a chance to acclimate to this new position. And very slowly, in your own way, in your own pace, you can press your hands into the mat to help bring you up to a seated position, finding whatever seat feels comfortable for you. That allows you to have a straight spine and a soft, free belly and diaphragm. And rest the backs of your hands on your knees or your thighs. Sit up really tall through your spine and through the very top of your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Another deep breath. Slow exhale out. Last breath, deep breath. Let's reach the arms out and up. Fill up as much as you can in those lungs and keep going, keep breathing in. Even when you think you're full, keep going. Exhale, slowly slide the hands to heart center in prayer. That exhale, get all the way empty. And then breathe in and out. Continue your natural breath, your own pace, your own rhythm. Press your palms firmly into each other. Humble the head to the heart and give yourself the deepest gratitude, honor, and recognition for the bravery and willpower it took you to step onto your mat today